Evening.
We are live. It's all right. It's just me flustering tonight. Flustering, I was. Ugh, what was that?
I know, what was that?
Like, Tavis, your phone close to your...
Yes. Yeah, it's gone.
Hang on a minute. Jackson.
What have I done?
It wasn't you.
It's not me. That long bloody
It wasn't you. Well done, Jackson. Oh, dear. Right, we'll try again, shall we? Good evening, everybody, one and all.
Good evening, all on one.
Go through a few names. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. Fletch Rowan, good evening. Frankenmiser, good evening to you. Mick King, Scott Lee, evening Scott. Adrian Mason, good evening. Grant Mullins, good evening. Mr. Intense, Dion78, thanks YouTube, you're now live. Ant C, good evening to you. Albert Valenti, good evening Albert. John Vaping Joker, good evening. Mark Trigwell, Daniel, evening Daniel. First of the Spanners on parade. Justin, evening Justin. Murray Robertson. Albert have said. Lynn Smith, second of the Spanners on parade. Cool, we've got them all ready tonight. All ready. Graham, good evening to you. Adrian, I think I said. Mason. And scrolling down, Ant C. Did I say Ant C? Or is that just the same thumbnail as a different one? Don't know. DJ Villain, good evening, DJ Villain. Good morning from Australia. Good morning. Very warm welcome.
Good morning.
What time is it in Australia right now? It's got to be early, isn't it?
I think they're about 10 hours in front of us, aren't they?
We're right early, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Nikki Maynard, good evening. Tetley Man, good evening, Tetley Man. The Cloud Cartel, good evening. Sorry you're late. I was late too, don't worry. TVP, good evening, Mark. Laurie, good evening, Laurie. Rick Alexander, good evening, Rick. Hey, old Mark, thanks for that. Let's put that up there. Thanks for the great converter. Goes well with the bishop. Make this a good one. Watching this to forget. Oh, having COVID. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rick. Hopefully you're okay. Patrick Pyle. Mike MF. Good evening, Mike. Not often. What's he put here? Mark and the gang. Not often I'm on YouTube, but thought I'd show my face. Hope all are well. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Always nice to see you. And I hope you're well too. I see you on Facebook sometimes that you post, so I know you're fairly well. Right, who else have we got? Cloud Cartel says that Roy's loving the alien unicorn. A bitch to fill, though.
It is. It is a bit of a bitch to fill, but it's worth it.
Sorry, Roy, didn't mean to cut across you. Mark John, evening Mark. Have I pronounced that right? I think so. Near enough. So a little pause for vape. GJ Villain, I've said. Tetley Man, I've said. I think we've got three of them, haven't we? Rufus. Can't go without saying hello to Rufus. Good evening, Rufus. Spencer New, pulled and by. Good evening. And I think we're there. Now, I've noticed something different tonight. Definitely. So I'm going to let Roy say his hellos first. What are you vaping on, Roy? He really is. He's a peanut. Absolute peanut. Oh, Christ, not so loud, Roy. Not so loud. You've got a microphone that works. Go on, carry on.
Ah, dear, oh dear. The Vupu, is that Musket, you call it? M-U-S-X-E-T. Nice little...
Very snazzy, right?
It's like a little copy of the double barrel, but it's probably nowhere near as good. It's got down points, which...
Oh, has it?
Yeah. Well, the first one's the bloody battery cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
it's a pain in the arse to get.
Oh, it's one of them, is it? Yeah.
And then it comes off altogether.
Oh.
The whole fucking thing.
So,
Ooh.
and then you have to fiddle about with it to get it back in again. But it's got the Genie chip in it, which is
good chip
for the smart coils and everything else, to be able to use those to put it at the maximum power. In there, I've got some Dr. Vape's Pink Panther. I doubled up on it this time, so I got the Nord 4, is it?
Yeah, it's the 4.
Yeah. So I bought that during the week, just because I actually quite like the mouthpieces, but this gives you longer battery power. Dug out an oldie.
Oh, top side.
Good God,
Yeah.
yours still works, Roy.
The screen doesn't really work.
How's the battery
Lines.
door?
Actually looks better on camera than it does in person, but it's got lines all the way through it.
Has it?
With the unicorn odium on top. And in there, I have got some of the Rituals saltwater taffy, blue raspberry. And last but not least, we have the Ambitions little Ed Balance with the Bishop on top. And in there is TVP Tartanberry.
Oh, you're getting low on that, Roy.
Okay.
That's okay, because I've still got another 30ml concentrate up there.
Roy, can I just stop you? Just a quick one. Can you hold the Ed Balance back up with the Bishop just for me, please, mate? Have you got the top cap on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? I need to get the top
good.
cap. Yeah, that does. I just wanted to see the height. No, that looks good. That does. I like that. Yeah, just a little smidge taller than the actual terminal, isn't it?
It's just the cap that turns. Is that a little bit taller? That's it.
Yeah, no, that's it, Roy. Thank you.
Yeah, I prefer this just pure for the simple reason of the top fill.
Yeah, a lot easier, isn't it?
Because otherwise, it's taking it apart.
Taking it all off, putting it back on. Yeah.
But apart from that, that's me. Oh, in the Smock Nords, we have. It's now empty. We've got Pink Panther and also Pink Smoothie Sours. Dr. Vape's salts. And I shall pass it across to Jackson.
Oh, right. Thank you, Roy. We've got Ed and Ed.
Ed
and Ed. Lovely jubbly. Cracking little. I'm loving this setup. Works wonders. Really, really liking that. And in that, if I can bloody find it, is it this one? Yes, we've got a bit of from the tobacco range, from Zeus Juice, a bit of menthol. Quite enjoying that in there. Something a bit different for me. And then we've got the Aegis Legend with the Aromarizer plus V2. Now something a bit different in there. I'm trying, Roy. So bear with me. Bit of Dinky Donuts, vanilla custard. I'm pushing my foot out a little bit here. So we're giving that a whirl. I've only been trying it for the last hour, so bear with me. And last but not least, we've got the dual 21700 box mod from Tree of Life. As you
I haven't seen you use that for a little while.
I haven't, to be fair. I dug it out today and I started using it because I got a little bit of vape mail, the Fat Rabbit RTA. Now, I didn't pay for it. Somebody brought and sent me this, a subscriber of mine. Don't want to be named, but I know they are in chat, and I will shout out in chat a massive, massive thank you. When I received it, and I'm going to be honest here, I got a little lump in the throat. So I'm very happy with that, and massive thanks to, they know who they are. And in there, we've got probably the best juice, the Athena over from a Dark Star. And that's it. All done.
Always nice when you get, when a subscriber sends you something. It just means that you're doing something right. So that's I'm really happy for you, Jack.
Yeah, no, it took me breath away, Mark, to be honest. I will, when I obviously knew I got it and everything, I opened it up. I did, and I'll be honest, I'm a fully grown man, but it still gave me that, that lump in the throat. And I just thought how nice, really.
Yeah.
Did take me back. So a massive, massive thank you to, I know they're in chat, so massive thank you. Over to Mac.
Thank you, Jackson. I am on the Lucid with the Freedom RDA, and I've got it kind of kind of mix match, because you can put different drip tips and O-rings and things like that on it. So that's what I'm on there. And in that, I've got some of the Riot salts. I've got Fresh Leaf, which is tobacco and dark chocolate, 10 milligram. I am on my Vertex Predator, 21700 with the blotto sitting on the top. And in that, I have got Cactus Custard Vanilla. It's actually really nice. I'm starting to enjoy this one now.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I have let it sit in the dark for God knows how long, just to get it actually the flavour.
What colour is it?
What colour? It's like amber. It was clear when I got it.
Good. It's looking good now.
When I got it, it was clear. I am also on the GX on the Wismec RX Machina, or the Beehive Review, as you gents like to call it.
Yeah.
And I'm on the Vape Punks Pear and Berry.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, it's really, really nice, this one. And that's
Any
me.
Any cool ladder in that, Mac? Any cool ladder in that?
No, none.
No, I need to add a little bit, mate.
You and your father.
No, okay. the only one that has a kind of smidgen of it is obviously the Tasty Shisha.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I'm more kind of fruit, and thanks to Roy and the custards. Yeah, so that's me for this evening. I'll pass over to Mark.
Thank you, James. Well, I'm not vaping on much tonight. I'm on the Ed Balance with the Ed Zachary on top, the 24mm. And I noticed David Adair put his thing up because that matches him well with that. I noticed David did order his 24mm with the different version 2 deck. So thank you, David, and I hope you're enjoying that one. Now, I also was going to vape tonight on this, which is, I always forget, it's an Ed. An Ed Pennon, we'll call it. It's called the Pennon V2 style mod. Stainless steel, top and bottom, Delrin with a slight, I don't know if you can see it, slight crissy-cross on the pan.
Nice texture on it.
Yeah, but I like it. It's it's quite small. And I was going to have my other 22mm, because it's actually made for 22mm RTAs, really, because there's a little recess around the top, if you can see it.
Yep.
So I thought, well, I'll get my 22mm, and it had a dirty drip tip, so I thought I'll just run that under a tap and clean the drip tip before I show everyone what I'm vaping on. And of course I ran the tap and put water straight down the middle of the drip tip, so I felt a bit of a burp. So I thought what we'd do, I noticed that, so there's the 22mm Ed Zachary base on top there, which I've very roughly sort of cleaned out. It's not 100% clean, but it's good enough. So I thought I'd probably put a build in there for Laurie's point of view, because I know she was struggling with the wicking. So maybe we'll try that tonight. Now, the other thing is, it says that it doesn't take 24mm, but it actually does. So if I'll just plonk on there my 24mm Ed Zachary, it doesn't fit in that little rebate, but it does look fine. There's no overhang.
Yeah,
it looks absolutely fine, and it does work perfectly okay. So unless you want to sink it in that rebate, you can still use a 24mm RTA, but quite a nice little setup with a greens. You can't see the screen. Go on, hang on, wait a minute.
Put it side by side with the Ed Balance.
let's put it on there. Get rid of this. So you can see the green. It's a green screen. So there we are. Head balance and that one side by side.
About the same size.
Yeah, about the same height.
Isn't it?
From there to there. If I turn that round, height-wise, very much the same. Of course, you don't get the tank going inside, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that looks decent.
So let's take that one away and go back to how we.
Has that got the buttons on the bottom then for wattage?
Yeah, the buttons are on the stainless steel plate at the bottom there. So and they're recessed, so you can't press them by mistake. You can lock them anyway. It's actually the same chip as the Ambition mods again. So I think I might take this one apart and sling in a DNA 60 chip just because I can. I think that might be nice. But saying that, there's nothing.
Bright?
Sorry?
Is the screen as bright as the?
It's not as bright, but it's you can't see it there, Roy. But it's green. It's a green rather than the blue. It's green.
Yeah.
But it's. I don't think it's as bright, but it's still a nice clear screen. Very.
It's like the funny thing is when you held it up the first time, I thought, is that a DNA? Because obviously where the buttons are, and
Yeah.
I get DNA's normally 3 buttons in a row down the front of the mod, but the fact that they're on the bottom, I went, is that a DNA?
So you can see the screen is green. It's still bright. There's your buttons underneath. If they're not shining too much. Yeah.
Does that just come in the black colour mark? Or
No,
is there any
black
other
or
colours?
white. They're both on the website now. I only put them on
yeah.
tonight, actually. God, I nearly crossed us all off then.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. Duh.
Well, the fact that you've told me it's in white, I need to have a look at it in the white, because I quite like white mods.
But I like the Delrin. It's a material I like. It's funny, isn't it? How you get some materials you like, and yours is. I watched your review, Mark, on the Ed Balance, and it's PON.
Yeah.
I think that's PON. That material. It's like Delrin, really.
Yeah.
You said it was a plastic of some sort, I think. The review. and obviously the Ed Pennon also comes in a what, Mark? Is that
In a suitcase. To be honest, when I first seen it come and I opened the box, I thought, well, he's not sent me the right fucking product. Do you know, that's what that was my initial thoughts. And obviously I opened up the suitcase inside the suitcase.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, if it had that little handle just to pull out and wheel across. Do you know what I mean? I just thought hilarious.
Just made me laugh. You put in your pair of socks or something. You said.
Pair of socks, off you go. You got the tour.
It would be hilarious if you just went up to the. It'd be hilarious if you walked up to the airport and all you just said, "Well, there's my suitcase. It's got a clean pair of pants and a clean pair of socks in it. Put it on the conveyor belt."
But no, like I said in the review, obviously you get the device itself. You're getting a suitcase, and also you're getting a flashlight. 3 in 1.
There you go. Yeah.
But no,
well, thanks for reviewing it, Mark, and I enjoyed watching your review. That was.
Oh yeah, thank you. No, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Well, I've got to say, still the best side-by-side mod I've owned or had the pleasure of using. I think it by miles.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I just can't get over myself how you look at it. You do look at it on camera, and you think it is sort of small, but when it's actually in the hand, it's tiny. It is actually tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you've got the little bit of weight to go with it, which I like. It's just compact, tiny, light.
The weight is perfect as far as I'm concerned. You can't have till I've used mine just a little bit with the amount of scratches in the bottom.
Yeah, mine's pretty scratched up as well.
Even though it's sitting on a build mat most of the time, but.
Yeah, you're gonna, because obviously it's stainless steel in it. You're gonna get the odd scuff mark on, but you don't mind. It's like I pointed out in when I reviewed it, is you're gonna get the odd scratches, which we know we're gonna have with putting it in the pocket, with the odd touch of the table and stuff like that. But the thing I like about it, it's not sort of powder coated on like black or whatever, because like I pointed out, once you start powder coating things, over time they will start peeling off anyway. Whereas stainless steel, you know, you can get the scratches, you can get the kit out, you can always buff them up anyway, can't you? So over time, it's a hell of a lot better than something that's powder coated, my personal opinion.
You find actually in the end, these scratches, I'll show you on here actually, the scratches, once you get quite a few, they kind of blend into
All right.
like a
It
matte
does.
finish.
It does actually
Yeah.
adds to it, I think.
Yeah, bit of patina. You can't have
Brushed stainless steel finish.
that's it, brushed.
Brush it up though. You could, if you had a wee Dremel, you could just sort of go over it and make it a brushed finish.
Yeah, the other thing that's happening to mine is it's a clear one, but with my finger over time, I don't know if you can see it. I'll keep flashing these cameras across, but I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it getting shinier and shinier here where I've been using it, and it's dull.
Oh, the finger's gone.
Where you've been fingering it.
Boys, please. Make me laugh in the middle of a serious conversation.
I think mine's doing the same though, to be quite honest.
Yeah. The Easy Mod did the same thing. The Easy Mod looked nicer as it got older, I thought. So it's funny, isn't it? Some of this plastic does. Anyway, enough of all that. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. I might not have to do a build live. Wait a minute. Laurie, I have to tell you all, due to your help and the link to whomever it was, I have the Ed Zachary going well now. Thank you all.
Good job. Well
Wow.
done.
You still have to do it though.
Sorry?
You still have to do it.
What?
Do it for your people.
Do it for the people. Power.
He's got everything ready anyway, ain't he?
I actually haven't, because you boys know what a jumbling mess I was in, saying shall I, shan't I, and I had to quickly go and rinse the tank out and stuff like that. But anyway, not to
Just do it.
Just do it. All right, maybe do it later. Cheech, good evening, Cheech. Can Cheech make it all the way at the end, folks?
Place your bets now. Place your bets now.
Place your bets. And Laurie says she loves the captain's custard. Oh, you're in the good books tonight, Roy. You really are. It was had some nice comments. We had Laurie on live last week, and thanks, Laurie, for doing that. There's a lot of people wouldn't have done it, so I appreciate that. We had some nice comments on the actual show afterwards last week, saying it was nice to get Laurie on, and I thought it was good as well. It just shows what you can do. I think Laura was on a laptop, wasn't she? I think so. So you don't need any special equipment to come on if the occasion occurs.
Oh, Mr. Naturevape, just in case you don't get to it, because the comments just come in, but just in case, just if there's the off chance you don't get to it, Lordy66 wants to know, can you do a video changing the board over to the DNA? If you change the...
I very nearly did, and the reason I didn't is I did the swap around in the workshop, because that was easier. I had my solder and stuff and that all out there, and I didn't want to, because these cameras are like set up for what I do here. But maybe next time I'll go and get all my solder and stuff and all the bits and pieces. And I mean, I'm no expert, folks. Please don't think I am, because I'm really not. But I enjoy a tinker, and so far everything has worked.
But
really
to me, that's more the point of making a video, because you're not an expert. So by you doing it from a sort of layman's point of view, and someone who just likes to tinker, that would give somebody, because it sounds like Laurie's probably wanting to maybe try it at some stage, so that would give it would even probably push me to maybe try and give something like that a go.
Maybe I ought to do one of another Ed Balance and then raffle it off for charity or something like that.
How easy is it to change the boards out, Mark? Is it easy or difficult? Or
I think it depends on the mod. The board is not that difficult, because literally the DNA, I wish I had one here beside me, but I haven't. The DNA board is the absolute spit of the Ambition Mod's own board. Well, it's a copy of the DNA board. So if you imagine here's your chip, right? And
Yeah.
your soldering points on all four corners are exactly the same on both boards, which take exactly the same wires. So you literally just desolder one wire, put it in the other board. Do it one at a time if you want, so you don't get confused, and then slide everything up. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard, really.
Yeah.
Perhaps I ought to do it because no one's really done a review type video like that, has there?
No.
So maybe that's a very good thing to do. Perhaps I should. In fact, I'll make a commitment. I will do it. There you go.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Me and my big mouth. What is that? Stuart Dill, I think if this is part of an in-house conversation, I don't know, but why can't I get screws out of the I200, is it? Or the 1200 to fit skin?
It's the L200, it's the Legend 2.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, Hooked on Funk, he got some custom skins from him, and he's not able to get the screws out of the kind of skeleton that you can take off.
Right.
Put the new skin on, put it back together again.
Most of the screws that you need, if they're little hex screws, they're a 1.3 hex. There's two really. You want a 1.5 and a 1.3. They're the two that you'll normally use. And the number for the Wera one, which I've been asked so many times, is 118064. I think you can just about see it on there. I'll read it out again. So if you Google it, 118064 Wera, W-E-R-A, you'll find the 1.3. And the 1.5 is easy to find. I can't remember what that number is. So I noticed that an awful lot of reviewers now are using these Wera drivers. I think I was the first to use them. I'm pretty sure I was. And everyone's using them now. And they are really, really good. That's why.
So, know what I helped Michelle with hers? They just skins, late ages skins. There was one screw that was just an absolute nightmare to get out. To just have to sit and work with it for a while. But three of them come out no problem at all. But there was just this one that was just being that was in both their mods. Because she did the boost and the that's the key. Or she did two mods with it. Can't remember what two it was now. She did. But she gets the skins, which are really good quality.
Yeah, they are. AJ does really good work. I've got 3 from him, and they are absolutely cracking. They don't wear or anything like that.
I don't use any.
I remember I had a MacBook Air, and I spilt coffee on the keyboard. And despite the fact I turned it upside down quickly and tapped all the keys, it all splashed out and I soaked it up. It worked for about 3 months, and then all of a sudden I think I lost the Z, then I lost the X, then I lost like key by key by key. And I thought, I went to Apple and I think they quoted me 300 or 400 quid to change the keyboard. I thought, well, that's a new laptop, isn't it? So I found a keyboard on eBay, and I thought it was 15 quid. I thought, let's give it a punt. Let's give it a go. How hard can it be? Well, you all seen the screws. I had screws everywhere. You have to literally take the whole thing apart, the battery out, everything. But I got it in. I did it, and I'm still using it now. And that was probably 2 years ago. So
that's what prompted me to do phone, because I broke the screen on some Samsung Galaxy years ago, and I looked at the price to get it replaced, and it was like they were quoting me £170 odd, and I thought, hang on a minute, it's bound to be. So I googled and found a replacement screen.
Yeah,
and then back then you had to heat it and just remove the glass.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the way they done it. It was bonded to glass, and you had to sit with the sort of like a Stanley blade and heat it and keep scraping it and everything else. But I've done loads now, because I've done the back of this got broke, and I got a new back for that and replaced it, and it looks perfect.
Turn my phone off; it keeps pinging. Laurie,
people on the site buying the ad.
no, I've
Get
got
on.
all sorts. Software updates coming, all sorts. So let's get. Laurie wants to know what that new Ed is called again. Let's see if I can get it up on the.
I put a link in and told her the name of it. Done both.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I think that's got to be a bit of a drama for me to do that. Get rid of that. No. Yeah, we'll get to that, Roy. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. He's itching. He's itching.
ABC's asking me, so I'm just showing them what it is.
Looks posh. Looks posh there, Roy.
Did you buy that from Naturevape, Roy?
It's an early birthday present. I didn't buy it. It was an early birthday present.
It's yeah. We were talking about your microphone issues, weren't we, last week? And
we were.
I too have got the same one. I've had it a fair while. It's the empty box that I have under here. It's the Rode one. And honestly, Roy, the difference in your sound tonight is like night and day. Do you agree, the other two?
Yeah,
he just doesn't have this big, huge. He just doesn't have this big, huge ball in the front of his face now. Like, can you hear me now? It's moving it around.
I even got a comment on my last review that I put up. Someone goes, new mic.
They're a cracking little mic, and actually, I haven't got mine aimed at me properly. I assume I've been sounding all right. There you go. I've been using mine for, I don't know, over a year now, and it's been flawless. And they're so solidly built, aren't they?
I couldn't believe it. And then the bass, you get a bass for it as well. The bass doesn't feel heavy, but it's magnetized. I mean, you go to put it onto it, it just hanging there. It's strong magnets in there.
Good strong magnets then, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the quality on it is fantastic. I'm well chuffed with it. So thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, well done, Michelle. Well done, Michelle. And I thank you, Michelle, because it's a lot nicer hearing Roy now with this new one. We were getting a hiss from your other one that I don't know if you could hear, but we all could.
No, I couldn't hear the hiss. You see, that's the thing. I can't hear back.
But we're not getting anything off that apart from clear, crisp voice. So that's superb. But I'm glad you're happy, Roy. I hate recommending anyone buy anything in case, what I like, other people might not like. So I hate doing that, but I'm glad you're happy.
It looks so tidy as well.
Mm.
And MF, the Bishop, is fantastic. But I would recommend if you do get a Bishop, get the bell cap for it. Because at 2 mil and having to take it apart to fill it can be a pain in the arse, but getting the bell cap is fantastic. The bell cap just changes it.
I got mine here, so I haven't used it.
And you don't lose any flavour from it either by putting the bell cap on.
No, I would agree with that, Roy. Yeah, mine needs a bit of a clean out. I've got it here. Got the clear. They're all different colour bell caps, Mike. Right, who said what next in chat? David again. When I that up on the site, that does. Oh, it's up now, David. David, it's on the website now. It's called the Ed Pennon, Penon. So if you just go in the search.
Evening, Tina.
Is Tina in chat?
Yeah.
Good evening, Tina. I'm about 20 minutes behind in chat, but I'll get to all the ones Roy's just prompted me for very shortly. Frank Mo, green screen is old school DNA 20 to 40. Yeah, I think it was actually, Frank and Miser. Good point. I think it was. And evening, Rob, UK Vapester. Shrek, good evening, Shrek. Morning, all. Just edited my next review. Morning from Shrek. Is Shrek in Australia as well then?
No, he's just got the weirdest sleeping pattern in mankind. Because he gets up at like daft o'clock in the morning to go to work, and next thing you know, it's like we're all ready for our supper. And he's like, I'm having breakfast.
MF, yeah, he likes his Ed Zachary's. or I know he's got the genuine one. Lovely shade of green. Yeah, crikey, I am behind. Oh, thank you, Roy, for putting that link in. I can see that you've done it now. I only put it on the site tonight, but they are
I've
on
done
there.
it again while you were talking about it there.
Did you? Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm not sure about the white colour in it, though.
No, I think you either like it or you don't. White. Personally, I prefer black. I didn't get many of them, actually. I only got... I got like half a dozen, I think, of each, and obviously one of the blacks has gone because I've purloined it. I thought I'll have a look at that, and I thought, yeah, I've gotta have one of them. I like that. So I've pinched one. Daniel, like my Easies, but do like the look of that pennant. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Daniel? Yeah. It's like a lot of these mods are sort of square. It's got everything's round on it, so it moulds in your hand nicely. Evening, Iggy Mitchell. Where else have we got here? So we spoke about Roy's new mic, and actually, while I'm scrolling through a bit of this chat, James, were you not looking through for some new and different things in the vaping?
Yeah, wait 1 wee second. I've got it on a tab here. I just need to share it. So just give me a second. Here we go. Share screen. Share audio.
Oh no,
The thing about it is, this is where Mark goes into meltdown now, trying to share the screen.
This is where... Where's MF's number? I'll give him a ring. we'll have a meltdown.
So I'm sharing now.
He's
I
only
don't know
gone
how
and
you
shared
guys
it.
are seeing that.
He's only gone and shared it. Oh my god, where is he? Right,
I came across this. So everyone in chat, let me know if people in chat can see this.
Well, they will see it, because when you told me about it, I did a little bit of looking, and I haven't got to share that screen because I took a picture of that also.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got more? Have you got more underneath? Oh, come on then. Let's see if we can do this. I'll apologise now for the fact that I am going to crash this thing. Right, a sign.
Right, so what this basically is, essentially a hoodie that's got like a.
Right, there you go. You can't see you, but we can see what you're trying to show. Can we not hear him now?
No.
No.
Bugger. Wait a minute. I'm going to return that to the green room. Why hasn't it gone to the green room?
Here we go.
You see, I just knew. Why isn't it there? That makes no sense. Right. Hang on.
Oh,
no, I've missed. Oh, hang on. A sign. Oh, well, I got James back. James, I'm sorry, mate. I am absolutely hopeless at assigning these things. Oh, we can't hear, mate. We can't hear. Why isn't
you shared your audio with the thing?
Why? I haven't got his audio cut off. Hang on.
Mike, can you hear me now?
We got you.
Can hear you.
Right, good. Right, so for anyone that did see, good. If you didn't, then I'll describe it to you. So essentially, what it is, it's like a tube that goes through the drawstrings of a hoodie. There you go. That's it. There. I didn't know you were going to do that.
I had a look when you were talking about it. I thought, good God, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. So I thought I'll take a picture of it.
Right. So, and one of the drawstrings is actually attached to a draw activated pod device, any that you can pick, and it actually sits in a little pocket. And in this case, with the lady that's in front of you, it will be inside the hoodie, or if you get one with a pullover, it'll have two little pockets sitting just here on your. And one of the things I really don't like about it is how easy it would be for a kid to get a hold of something like this.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think the cost would put them off. I don't know if anyone in the chat saw it. It was like 108 quid.
Was it?
Is that how much they are?
So is
That's
this
how much-
something?
well, it's been varying, but like the highest I've seen was the one that I shared, which was £108.
Is this made by Jewel?
No, I don't know who it's made from. That's the only thing I couldn't find. There's been so many different vendors that have done this, but this was the best professional website I could find. And there's been a few reviews on it. Just as Jack, he did a review on it, and he got the pullover version of it. It's actually nicknamed the Jewel Hoodie.
Yeah.
And I thought, no,
So
that's
Jewel,
tragic.
isn't it? Yeah.
It is Jewel. From what I've seen, it's Jewel, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Funny how they use a not very good looking woman to promote it, obviously.
Yeah. The thing is, like during the only thing it kind of gave me a kind of silver lining was when he goes right. I was using like this little smoke activated pod system, and the nozzle was fitting on the device perfectly. And then he tried it with a Jewel, and he ended up going, look, I'm actually stretching this mouthpiece to its limit because you can get adapters for it. And I went, what? So you're basically saying that people with Jewels like this, from a parenting standpoint, so my kid could vape and get away with it with this little thing that's in their hood.
Yeah,
it's a massive gimmick, isn't it?
It is.
You know, who in the right mind is going to wear a hoodie with a bit of bloody pipe going around the back of their head just to vape? You know what I mean? I just think personally, it's a load of shite. Pardon me, language, load of shite. Because you know, even though you've got to get it onto the right pod, because by the looks of it, you can only use a drawn activated pod.
Mm-hmm.
That's one massive put on. And then second, because it's going all the way around the back, the pipe, you've still got to pick up, well, technically what they class it as your string to bloody vape. So why do you want that? You might as well just take the draw activated pod out and start pulling on that.
Can you imagine as well that piece on the string, when you let go of it and stop vaping, it'll all dribble out.
It's the vape bit in it's a DL03 e-cig vape system.
Which means...
And £108. Come on.
£108.
It's a load of palaver, isn't it? And I bet you the hoodie's cheap shit. Pardon me, language.
But the thing is, like from the review that I'd seen from Deuces, from the Vaping Insider himself, it looked like it was actually quite high quality materials that he used. But then again, he could have got that from a different vendor that I actually looked at online, and you could end up with something that looks like paper.
Yeah,
you know?
Obviously, I watched that review, the one you put in the chat, James, and obviously he was trying to sell that hoodie like it was the best garment out there, and him and the whole family have been in the business for hundreds of years. He was overselling the thing. It looked like, I'm not being disrespectful, but the hoodie looked like about £5-6 quid's worth.
Who's trying to share the screen now? You
£108, my ass.
Roy, I can't do it. I'm useless. I'll crash it. You know.
Just put it in the spot I'm in.
All right. I've tried it. It doesn't seem to work. Right, I'll assign it to Roy's reviews. Right, there you go. Now we can't hear Roy, can we?
No.
I'll probably cut Roy off now.
So I was just going to say, I've seen one. I know you've not. He's gone.
How long's the hoodie been out for, James?
How long has that been? I was going to say, let me just check when that review was done, because that'll give me a rough idea.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, and another thing, I just seen. Grant had said in chat, he goes, "I can't go out without my can't go out. My hoodie's charging." Let's see.
There, you have me back.
Vaping Insider.
Ah, hang on. Oh, yeah, but you don't go back in the thing. I don't understand why not. Ah,
There
yeah,
you go. I'm back in.
that's weird. That's
But yeah,
So-
that picture that I showed is the vape system
I'm listening, mate.
that comes, and it comes with the nylon, so you can just get it separate without having to buy the hoodie itself.
Yeah.
But
So
it looks
well, it was about 2 years ago. The review for that was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh,
A long while ago. I hadn't seen it before.
well,
no, right.
the vape
It
wear
obviously
hoodie
didn't
that
do
I'm
very
looking
well,
at
did it?
was
Yeah, because
posted
I
the
was just because
26th of
I was
April,
looking to see if I could find
2016.
something. I
Yeah,
could find
different.
something different to review, and I was like, "What the hell is this thing?" And then like, after I read it and watched the review, I sent it to you guys. I was like, "I can't believe I'm actually seeing this thing. It looks absolutely hideous."
I couldn't believe
I
it.
don't think I'd ever
26th
buy
of
one.
April, 2016.
Christ, never.
2016.
2016.
Is that when it was?
Well, they didn't catch on then, did they?
No.
Oh.
Thank God for that.
You got your finger on a pulse, haven't you, James, eh?
I'm just like seeing things that are kind of out of the norm, and I'm like, God, that looks pretty cool. And then I came across the vaping, like essentially it's a hose that you attach a pod system to. And I went, what the hell is this thing?
None of us had seen it either, so to be fair to you. Adrian says, was it Net Vapor that helped you, Laurie? And Laurie said, yes, it was. I think it might have been me, actually, that suggested Net Vapor. He's very good, normally. If anyone hasn't seen him, he's worth a watch. He's a bit old school, a bit like me. Just go through the whole thing thoroughly.
Now that we're back on the subject of the Ed, I think the time has come.
Yes.
Mr. Naturevape to build the Ed.
Laurie wants makeup next time. Have I swerved that enough yet? Or
nope.
All right.
Time now to build.
Okay.
Right. He's got that. When you said back to the subject of the Ed, it's time to do the build. He looked like a deer in the headlights. He was like, no.
So time to bring in the fifth camera slot, and
hang on then. All right, I've moved that microphone, I think. Right, hang on.
Or you can do the one camera zoomed into Mark.
No,
yeah, just the one.
No, not doing that. This will do. This will do. Laurie knows now, so I haven't really got to do this, have I? I haven't really got to do it.
I think I can understand, but I think for anyone in chat who's maybe struggling and actually seeing how it's done might be quite good and beneficial for them as well.
It'd be good for me if I had a screwdriver. That would be. Some
a whole desk of them there.
Right, one of them. Some cutters. You can't beat being a bit organised and a bit professional, can you? That will do.
To be fair, I think you would have, unless I shared my screen and nearly destroyed the entire stream. So I won't be doing that again.
There must be. It must be me being an idiot with that. There must be an easy way to do that. Share that screen. But I just haven't got it. Every time I do, I tend to send everyone to the green room or something. And it all goes bandy. Right. Have I got a coil in here? Yes, I have.
Michelle's finally finished doing Kieran's nails, so she'll watch properly now.
Oh, she's been nailing, has she?
Yeah.
Can you see it? 28 plus 38, a 1 ohm coil. There it is in my hand. There's the only one left. So I can't make a mess of this, can I?
Nope, you better not. I'm sure you've got a couple more coils lying about there somewhere.
I think, I'll find something.
No.
I think Laurie
Someone in chat just said give him a time limit.
What do you want? Tomorrow?
He's got 41. He's got 41 minutes.
What I tend to do, in all seriousness, I bend that normally to there, 2 wires together. I get my fingernails, and then just, I don't know if you can see it. Can you just bend those over? So I end up. That's probably not showing that well, but I end up with the wires. See how close I can go in there, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it just makes that easier, I find. Screwdriver. I'm going to have the hands in the way and everything. This is the bit that Laurie doesn't struggle with, I think. It's the wicking, I think she was possibly getting wrong. That's not open enough. You can talk away, boys. I'm just going to be, you know, in my own little world now.
That's fine. We're just enjoying listening to you.
We're watching the master of the Zachary do his thing.
You off.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Bung your finger on the top. That's the easiest way. Come on. Where's the thing? Yeah, he's going. Right, that's one. Turn it round. God, it's hard to see. Is my head in there now, or am I still in shot?
No, you're all right.
No, you're fine.
I'm still in shot. Okay. Has that wire? Yes, I think it has. Good enough. Good enough for tonight. There you go. Right, cutters.
Iggy is the Ed Zachary that is being built.
Well, there's an attempt being made, Roy. There's a little piece.
So bring it up close.
Hang on.
Bring it up close so we can see.
There's little. I don't know if you can see that. There's little bits at the side there. Just push those wires in there. You can see, just so that you don't get any shorts when the bell cap goes on. That'll go in there. I can't see. I can't see. I think that's in. Right, you want to see up close?
Yeah.
I could zoom the camera in. Hang on.
There you go.
That way. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. That's up close. Could have done that in the first place.
And turn it sideways just so that...
Let me just move that across a little, Roy. Because I am fussy, you know. Just want it that way slightly. Like that, you mean? I have mine very close. Very close.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's roughly where I put mine too.
Yeah.
Hopefully we shall have...
That's pretty strange because I have mine slightly higher than that. Just slightly.
Yeah, I think I will be as well, James. I think that could do with going a bit higher. It's still got some moisture on there from me cleaning it out. Hopefully we'll get rid of the hot spot.
So what build tab are you using there?
This is one that Jay made for me. Oh, I've got the wattage up at 19.5 watts. No one told me, did they? No one told me. I thought, God, that's a bit lively. Bit near it physically. Right, what are we on there? 0.99. I'll take that as a 1 ohm coil, won't I?
And when you put your cotton in, it'll probably go up to a 1 ohm. Right. And yes, Frankenmeiser, curved tweezers are a godsend. You are correct.
Cotton. Oh, I'm really close now, aren't I? Let's just... shall I zoom that out so people can see what I do with the cotton? There we go. That'll do. Better, Jackson?
Yeah, that's better.
Take off the top.
Oh, you're using Muji, Mark?
I am, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use laces?
Do you find it better for you?
I do. I like Muji with the mouth of lungs, yeah. I don't use laces. There you go.
What would you normally use, Jackson? Is it cotton bacon?
No, what I've been using lately, to be fair with you, is a bit of Cotton Gods. I know I like Cotton Gods. I used it probably about a year and a half ago, and I didn't really like it, to be fair with you. And then I realised later down when I retried it, it's more finer. So I started putting it in more RTAs, and it's wicking a lot better for me. In the RTAs, thinning
Yeah.
it out still, but it works a lot better. And I've been running off the old Ed with a bit of Cotton Gods, and it works well. It works
Yeah.
very well for me. So
This might be the bit where Laurie was failing. Let me zoom in again, if I can. Come on, in you get. So I usually cut at Laurie to the edge of the base here. May not look like it is, but it is. It's about level with that base. And then I just usually get hold of the end there, curl it under, and push it in.
Oh, Michelle's waking up the nest tomorrow.
Is she?
Whoa. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I think she's going to use it.
The thing is, if I can do it absolutely out of my tits, she can do it no bother. I did it absolutely pissed out my face.
I think
No
Michelle's
one's-
going to use it in her reviews tomorrow night on Instagram.
I could possibly have used a bit more cotton there. I didn't really cut that quite thick enough, but that will be okay. As long as you've got that, like to the bottom, you'll feel it. I think you were mentioning this last week, James. As long as you can feel it hitting the bottom, but not bouncing back up off the bottom, so it's curled about like that.
perfect,
yeah. And also, just as a side note to what I said to Laurie last week, and to anyone else who's struggling to build this, if you're putting the cotton in and you feel like you've got to physically shove the cotton in, you've got far too much.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ed Zachary too is a cracking mouth to lung. Really is.
There you go. Right, fill up the.
Yes, yes, Laurie, it was Mujay that he used.
Don't look too shabby there, Mark. He makes it look well easy, doesn't he?
You
Just
think?
you do a bit of this here and a bit of this here.
Am I posh then? A bit of this.
On camera,
Laurie's-
you make stuff look very simple.
Now look
It's
here, young man.
Laurie's saying your cotton's far too thin.
I bet it doesn't leak, Laurie. Because
Second fill it will.
takes.
Laurie, a second fill it'll leak.
It won't. They could do with a little bit more, to be fair, but it'll take its juice from here and underneath. 2 dots underneath and that side. I'll vape this for the rest of the show. It will not leak. Have a bit. Whoops. I've gone out of camera shot. Put that back on there. If it leaks now, I'm going to look a right burk, aren't I? There you go. See the juice in there? On the mod. Wipe the side of that. I think it's the sweat off my brow.
I was going to say, it didn't show on camera. You weren't like this. Oh, I can't get the cotton in.
13. Oh, you're not far out, James. 1.02 ohms there now. Look. 1.02. 13 watts.
Laurie, I think it is Muji you buy from Naturevape if it's squares.
Yeah, it's a square cottons, Laurie. This one I've used, but it's like that, but squarer. There you go.
If it comes
All
like
done.
that, Laurie, then it's Muji.
Yeah, there you go. Sorted.
Yeah, you do makeup pads.
Ugh.
Makeup pads.
So boys, no round of applause, no nothing. God.
Come on.
Did you vape it yet?
Yeah, I vaped it.
He has, yeah.
Hmm.
I was waiting till you vaped it to give you a round of applause. I must have missed you.
Nice. It looks nice setup now, doesn't it?
Mm.
Just look nice. Yeah.
I have to say, I do like the button position on that. I like the fact that it's like on the side where your thumb would sit.
Yeah, thumb firer. Yeah.
Have you, Mark, while we're on the subject, the Ed Balance,
Mm.
have you now got the stabilised wood on your
No,
site yet?
they're
or-
on the way. They're on their way.
Right.
There is actually another RTA which I don't know anything about. Is it the Cloud 2? Anyone know anything about it? Because that's one that interests me. It's
Cloud 2.
where are they made? Greece, I think. Cloud 2, yeah.
I've heard of it.
It's a bit like the old Greek mods. You know where you? Oh, yeah. Was he Greek? What was his name? Anyway, he did the Athaka, where you unscrew the drip tip to change the juice flow slightly. It's got like two holes at the bottom of the thread, and as you unscrew, it's bringing the whole chimney up. But it looks a nice condensed chimney. I do like the look of that.
Is that mouth to lung as well? That one?
That's a mouth to lung, yeah. I think they're already making sausage ones, so I might get one. Look.
Yeah.
Try to think if there's any other ones that are from them as well. It sounds very similar to. Hold me a second. I need to pop you on mute for a second. My wee one's just walked in.
I thought we had an advert there for I like the strawberry ones.
Oh dear.
She's just going, I do like the strawberry ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Todd reviewed it the other day, apparently.
Sorry?
Todd reviewed it the other day, apparently.
Oh, did he? Oh, I might have a watch of that then.
Yeah.
That was according to Rufus. Rufus has put up there.
Oh, has he? Oh, there's Tina.
Yeah.
Hello, Tina. Sorry I didn't see that later on. But
That's ages ago.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I've been putting a coil in, Roy. You bullied me into that. MF8 says the Aston, I concur, is good too. I think the Aston's quite a loose. Yeah, well, there you go. If you like it loose, he's put that. It's got quite a loose airflow, I think, on the Aston. The Cubics, yeah, I've got the Cubics here, Mike. That's inside the spire.
Still like that, Cubics?
I do, yeah. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't used it. I still, what is the really, Roy? What is the difference?
Surely the head balance is better.
Well, I think it is because what this is trying to do by having it all in one, that virtually does by having it side by side, in my opinion. That's just what I think. Laurie wants to know, do you all have special microphones? Did I not sound okay just with my MacBook? Laurie, I'm sure you went back into the video and played it back 5 times. You must know.
Yeah, apologies for that, lad. She's got growing pains and I had to give her some Calpol there, so I'm so sorry.
Growing.
No, really
Does Calpol still taste as good as it did?
Yes.
Oh, it does, Roy. Yes, it does. That soothes you.
So I've spent many a night drowning my sorrows with Calpol.
That's magic.
Second that.
Magic.
I was younger, I drank a whole bottle of it.
But now, with Calpol now, you get a syringe. No little spoon anymore. You get a syringe.
That's that.
Oh, there you go.
God. So Kieran wants to know about. Well, he's got his old snowball. Yeah, Kieran, I would suggest. I used to use.
He's ordered it, Mark. He's ordered it.
Oh, he's ordered it.
Yeah.
Gonna waste
A couple of
my
messages later, he's ordered it and a new arm as well.
Has he? Wow.
Yeah.
You'll love
won't
it.
regret it. It's and
to answer
stuck it in.
Sorry. To answer Laurie's question, I've just got a CTX Muskie. It's a gaming microphone I use.
All he used for it got bloody microphones. I ain't got no. Well, I've got a microphone here, but it's not plugged in. I don't plug in.
I'll tell you what. That's amazing. We can hear you, then, isn't it?
Well, you know me. I don't know my head from my ass with all this technical stuff going on. I don't know what mine is. I don't know if it's coming off the camera or it's coming off the laptop. I don't know. But if I touch it, the fucking thing won't work again. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going with me.
I get your
It's
thing
one
is
of
you
the
can see
things.
it now. Like one of your kids will be near you, like, don't touch that, don't touch.
Oh yeah, no, we have that. Can't let him in
But
the room. I've got a
the
60.
main thing is, Jackson, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Unlike the early
Yeah.
days, whenever it was
No, but if
all
honestly,
picture, no sound.
if you come to the house and see me in the little section in the bedroom, the first thing you'd see is like I get questions all the time with the little ones. Why the hell have I got an 80-foot lead going from downstairs all the way upstairs into the room? Do you know what I mean? But no, it works. It works. So I'm leaving stuff alone. I'm not getting technical.
Fat kelpie. What's a fat kelpie? Rufus. I don't know what a fat kelpie is. I don't know what he's talking
Talking
about.
about Rufus is referring to the fat rabbit.
Fat rabbit. Well, perhaps now is a good time. Are you prepared to talk about it before your pending review?
Well, what can I say there? You'll have to watch the review. No, to be fair, I've been. I don't want to give too much away because I do want some views on the bloody channel, don't I? For when it
They'll
goes up,
still watch you, Jackson. You're famous.
it's no. I'm not going to give. I weren't obviously when I've seen it. It had bottom airflow. It's got side airflow. Obviously, it's a bit bigger. It's 28 mil. You know, and in the matte black, that don't look too shabby at all. I really do like the looks of it, and performance-wise, it's very good. I will say it is very. I'm a firm believer, and I always have since I've started vaping just over 2 years now. I got obviously the Aromarizer Plus V2, and I don't think nothing compares to it. And for me, anyhow, I think it's a cracking vape. And then obviously you put the Fat Rabbit next to it. I'm not going to tell you now, but let's put it this way: it's on par. It is on par. It's a bloody good vape.
You're not
Very
gonna-
easy.
just as good.
I'll give you a few little hints. I'm not going in depth. No, you've got bottom airflow, you've got side airflow, so you can dial it in how you want it. So you've got a massive multitude of airflow where you can shimmy around with. Very easily to coil. So for new people coming over and want to dabble with RTAs, putting coils in and stuff like that, it's pretty straightforward, easy. But no, it is a good vape. It is a good vape. You can't.
But
You can't
when you've
complain.
got it on you've got it on that mod there, it looks so much like a Titan.
Do you reckon?
Like you took a Titan and just went shrink. Then it looks like a Titan.
Obviously, you get the bubble glass, which extends it a little bit higher, but it's actually a straight glass. It's not actually a bubble glass. It's just a straight glass. Takes it to 5.5 mils, if I'm correct. But you look at that. I look at that and I think it's a good looking RTA. You can't
That
grumble
does
with
look
that.
quite
At all.
nice, to be fair.
Is it
The vape,
Jackson?
the vape experience, the flavour, it is very good.
You did well to
It
get
is.
one, Jackson, because Hellvape contacted me. Bear in mind, I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me.
Yeah.
And they told me that if I wanted to try one, to go buy one in the UK,
Hey?
then I could order it from them. And I said to them, and that is the reason I don't buy from Hellvape. Thank you.
You've got to go and buy one to try it.
They told me to go and buy one in the UK, and if I liked them, then I could order from them. It's nice.
No, I'll tell him where to go and shove it.
Jackson, is it thirsty?
No, not to be honest, Roy. Obviously, I've been using it on the actual Dual 21700. It's not. I thought it would be. To be fair with you, it's not as thirsty as you think it is. No. What? Have any of you had the Profile M? I know it's mesh. We're going on to a different RTA here, but
I haven't.
if you
no.
try, have you had it, Roy? Profile
Michelle
M.
has it. Yeah, Michelle has it.
If you ask Michelle, the Profile M's, drinks the juice like there's no tomorrow. You're topping it up every 5 minutes. Compared to that, it's nowhere near. Nowhere near. But if you buy one, you won't be disappointed. I will say
I have
that.
one-
You won't.
I have
I'll
one
be
on
honest.
order.
You won't.
You got one
You
on
need
order,
to
Roy?
get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be happy with it, Roy. Definitely.
It's because I'm buying it from somebody in Northern Ireland, and I just have to wait slightly longer to get it, so I don't mind.
Got a question here
local.
from Eugene Robson. Hi guys, to questions. How many millimeters from 510 to battery tube end on the mod? If you mean the balance, 33mm. And this is for Mark. Does the Obix Obix? The Cubics, I think he means. RBA fit in the SXK billet box? Yes, it does. I can confirm. I think I even put one in on my review. I should have just said, watch the review. Yeah, it does. It does. Right, let's add this on so you can see. I think you mean I need to unzoom my camera, don't I? Here we are. That'll do.
Oh, he's out with the calipers.
Whee!
He's out with the calipers.
33mm. So I don't know if you can see that very well. That's 33mm there, and that literally, if you've got the K-Fun light, it virtually goes to the bit under the drip tip. Virtually.
And with the Bishop, it just the only bit above it on the Bishop is the disc that turns to fill it.
So I'm
gonna have to get hold of one of these so we can all go, look what we've got.
Oh no, you need to get that balance, James. No, stunning these are. Bloody brilliant.
Evening, Chris.
I keep looking at Mark's. Mark's got the clear one. It is the clear one, Mark.
It is the clear one, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. I like the looks of that.
Yeah. Looks. I've got
my only side by side on a technical basis is the Lucid. That's because it's battery.
Oh dear. I think though, Joe, you did mention the other week you got a bit of a hankering for one of these, haven't you? To see what they're like. I think you'll love it. I do think you'll love it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I've got so many like nicer tanks now that I think it would look nice on it. Even my Beehive would look nice on it.
Still no leaks. Still no leaks.
Iggy says he can't, or Iggy's got a question. He says he cannot see the point of building anymore whenever vertical mesh coils are so good.
Buy a Nest. It's a vertical coil.
But also the smart coils. I am still loving the smart coils. That's what I have in here.
I've never tried them.
And I've just purchased. It should be here this week. The RPM one and the Nord coil, smart coils.
Yeah.
Definitely put that comment up. Couldn't agree more. So what did Iggy say? You skip me through chat. Mind you, I am a long way behind. So
Iggy says he doesn't see the point of building anymore whenever vertical mesh coils are so good.
Right. I think it depends, Iggy, what your vaping style is. On a mouth to lung, I think I would still prefer to put my own coil in a mouth to lung. On something like the SMRT coils, PMP coils, I agree with you. I think they are now. They've got rid of that, what I call the taste of China, haven't they? They used to taste really funky when you first put them. And you just had this, in my head, and I couldn't get rid of it. I had this vision of this is going to sound awful, a Chinaman with filthy hands rolling my cotton dry. And I was just like, it tastes like some old river in China. It's horrible. Which obviously that did disappear, but now they're cleaner, crisper, aren't they? You're not getting that funky taste. So
because the smart coils are easy to build, because a customer of mine came in with them and he went, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with these, and I just went, it was an accidental purchase on his part, and I said, well, yeah. He goes, I hope you can help me with this, and he came in with them, and I just went, well, I says, how long have you got? And he went, I've got about 20 minutes, and I went, give me 5 of your minutes, and I'll have one built for you, ready to go. Built it up, and he just went, is that what I'm supposed to do with them? And I went, I'll tell you what, say next time you need to come in, I'll make a deal with you. I'll build you a coil, you buy juice from me. And he's been coming in consistently because of it.
You can't moan at that, can you?
Very good.
Yeah.
Get him to bring all the tanks down.
Yeah.
Form an orderly queue. We're going to sell a lot of juice today, boys. Oh, there you go. Michelle thinks you sound wonderful, Roy.
Well, he's got a top of the range microphone. That's why he sounds bloody wonderful.
Yeah, you can tell he's happy. Look, he's got a big grinny on
I
him.
know he's smiling.
He's got a grinny thing.
I was going to say it's that crisp if the room is quiet, you hear a mouse fart.
But
Where
hell,
is
just hope you
the?
can hear me
Oh,
fart.
yeah. We're not doing that, Matt Benson. We couldn't. Thank you, boys, for not playing some old bloody song while I was building that coil. That is so off-putting, isn't it? So off-putting.
Yeah.
DVP does it, doesn't he? And it is so off-putting. The clip he did with Mike MF that time was funny as hell. When Mike never knew it was being played, I did find that funny. Long show tonight. Long show? No, same as always.
That was whenever you were building, Mark.
That's
That's how far back now you are in chat. And ABC has just asked, how far are you back in chat tonight?
Oh, yeah, but I've got an excuse tonight, haven't I?
35 minutes. Well, how long did it take you to build the coil?
35 minutes, obviously.
Rolex, dear sir. I think you were on a carafe before you were starting to build that.
Oh yeah, I can see now. Curved tweezers are a godsend. I'm up to there. I'm not too far behind.
No, they really are. I would say Frankenmeiser said that. They really are. The amount of I think they make building so much easier. Like you're able to actually angle your cotton in, and I 100% agree with them. They really are really a godsend.
Yeah, I use them all the time. They're so much easier. Frankenmeiser want to know if it was round wire or a small Clapton. It was a Clapton. There are NI80 coils, 1 ohm, 28 gauge plus 38. So it's a little Clapton. Funny with that green screen, nothing shows it. We were trying to set up earlier, and James said I should have had it set up. Shall I show it, James?
Yes.
Hang on. Go back on here. And when I had my green screen on there, it shows the green disappears. It goes quite funky. So it looks quite classy, actually, doesn't it? Cheech, he's nearly made it to the end.
He's been behaving himself.
What do you think of the Roy?
Pardon?
What you were then saying something, were you?
Oh, sounds looking very swish.
Swish.
Yeah, your Naturevape logo. with the green screen on.
I was bought those stickers by a subscriber and a customer. He bought me those and said you might want to use them, so I stuck one on a mat so it looks. You, of course, Roy, have got the official Naturevape mat, build mat.
Wreck the show.
There you go. The official Naturevape one. Anyone else wants one? I have got some here still. They're years old. I bought them years ago. Cheech.
I think actually, because it's green, I think it looks quite good whenever you're doing stuff on camera.
Apparently green is a calming colour. Apparently. Calming.
Doesn't calm me down much.
Doesn't it?
No. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a different reason.
MF want to know if you're ignoring him, Roy.
Build, go in, coil, in, all the stuff you don't hear in the reviews.
You're not ignoring Mike, are you?
No. Not ignoring Mike. Ignoring the odd comments, but not ignoring Mike, no.
Right, okay. Time to say hi. Thanks for cracking. Thank you, Ant. I'm just scrolling through chat, guys. Is anyone... What have we got? 10 minutes left. Anyone else got anything they want to say? Thank you, Patrick.
Well, I've boring... Well, not boring, but I've got a series of 6 Juice reviews coming out. The first one was released. They're all Dr. Vapes. But it's not a play on yours, Jackson. It's only because when I got them...
Oh, there we go. What are you doing, Roy?
He's trying to say he's copied you. That's what he's trying.
Oh.
It's only when I got the juices, I was got the short fill and the corresponding Nick salt to go with it. So in the juice review, I'm doing the short fill and the Nick salt.
Yeah.
So doing
Yeah,
them
there's no
the same
problem with that, mate.
because of the same
So
flavour.
direct,
But
obviously direct lung and mouth lung for the neck.
yeah,
That's not the
but
same
it's
as you
just
anyway.
I don't want you thinking that it's
No,
I'm
don't
trying to
worry about
copy
that.
your
Actually.
one juice two reviews.
One juice, two outcomes. No,
Yeah. So
Roy,
then
don't bother me whatsoever, mate. You carry
I
on.
don't want you to think that I'm copying you in that, but I'm just doing the salt and the short fill
Yeah,
because I got the same flavour in each. So that's 6 of
yeah,
those.
makes sense.
And
You're very
Yeah, makes
also,
sense.
I seen Live Lounge, it was in earlier, I don't know if they're still in or not, but I've got that coming up as well for review, which is the Rituals Blue Raspberry
What
Salt
flavour's
Taffy.
that, Roy?
Blue Raspberry saltwater taffy.
All right. That
It
don't sound too shabby.
it adds an extra edge to a normal blue ras, put it that way, and
Yeah,
it's actually quite flavoursome. And if I ever do get the reviews edited for them, they record it, but I'm not overly happy with them. I've got that, the Z80 Coalfire,
yeah.
and also the T22 Pro.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've used both of them, what's your opinion on the T22?
I absolutely love it. I quit smoking on the T28, or sorry, the T18, T28, T18, and it's just moving. I think it's moved on just a little bit for that. For someone coming off the smokes and going on to vaping, I think it's absolutely fantastic. And the longer battery life that you get with the T22 is fantastic.
It's 3,000 milliamp, isn't it? That one.
Yeah.
It's a really big battery for that one. That's kind of one of the top ones that we sell in the shop because you don't need to adjust the airflow. It's all done through the 510, which is really good.
Yep.
You've got the adjustable power there, and that's especially for your first vape in the morning. You always need that extra kick. So yeah, that's what I normally say to most folk anyway.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. For a starter kit.
Yeah.
And Shrek, you won't regret going onto that. When I first got it, and I was thinking, right, I need to do the review for this, so I vaped 2 tanks of it, and then had to put it away out of the road until I knew I was going to get time to do the reviews. So with life being so busy at the moment, I just spent a day recording.
A day. Where'd you get that day from? I haven't had a day.
Michelle was at work. I went and got parents sorted out, and kids were happy enough because it was raining. They couldn't go outside or do anything, so they were inside playing their electronics. I just come out here and sat down and record it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm actually very jealous. I need to wait until both my crotch goblins are in bed before I can do any reviews.
That's why I built this little place, because normally I did them in the bedroom, but I just built this wee place out here, and
I've just seen on obviously chat. I think I thought it was me that started it, but obviously Kieran was the first one to do one juice, two outcomes.
Oh,
3 years
you copied Kieran Jackson. Oh,
I didn't copy him. I didn't. No, man. No, I do apologise, Kieran. I didn't know you did that, mate. Honestly, I didn't.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Jackson's reading chat. What's going on?
I've got to. I feel left out if I don't. I've got to try and do a bit here and there.
Well, Mr. Intense has put the attacker. You had to use res wires and no res wires. Yeah, you did. I've got an attacker somewhere, a genuine one. I bought it years and years ago when they very first came out. I might even try that again. I haven't used it for years. It's in a drawer downstairs. It's one of my ones that was sort of keep forever type. I think we've all got them, haven't we, the RTAs? But yeah, and Frankenmiser says, "Oh wow, Mr. Intense. I'd forgotten about the no res wires. I mean, that was how Naturevape was formed with the little Pro coils by using non-res and res wires, and it was really things like the attacker that came out that put it in my head that I thought this is the way forward, which it was at the time, and well, it still is, because even if you think about it, even these mesh coils have got a supply wire coming up each side, of non-resistance, and then they hit the mesh, which is where you get the heat. So you're not getting that drop-off or that hot spot from the lead-in wires. So it's still continued that way. So there you go.
So what about you, Jackson or Mesh? Mesh.
You can go first, Mech, if you fancy.
What reviews have you got coming up?
Mac, hello.
Oh, me.
Hello.
I thought you were talking about mesh there. I was like, I don't have any mesh reviews coming up. No, I've got 3 more tanks to do. I've got the Ed Zachary is the last one I'm doing. I've got a GT4S Nano, and I have the GTR to do. And then on to the Ed Zachary, and then that's me kind of finish my whole run, and I need to start shopping again. So it's all tanks for me for this moment. I'm off for this weekend holiday. I decided to book a week off and try and get some stuff done.
You booked a week too early. Well, maybe doing reviews you're getting done, but the heat wave's coming in a couple of weeks, is it not?
Is it? Been waiting all year for that. You had
no. Well, the thing is, like, I worked through last summer through the heat wave and last summer, and we actually made more money during the heat wave because people are happy. They're out their house. They're getting the sun. It makes them happier, and they spend more money. Why not?
Gas. I've never heard of that one before. Gear acquisition syndrome. Laurie says she doesn't like the glow from the bottom of the Ed Zachary. If you put a DNA chip in it, of course, you can get rid of that and put it in stealth mode, so it's blank. No, they are bright. I will say they're bright, but if it bothers you that much, you could just put a bit of tape over the bottom, I suppose. Roy, seeing the dark Roy.
He's like, the thing is, I can imagine it now. Him and Michelle coming back from the night in the pub, going, "I can't find my keys. Get the Ed Zachary out."
A not famous person will be dropping a review shortly. Shrek is obviously doing a review of something or whatever we were talking about. I don't know. So
the fat rabbit.
Oh, he's doing the fat rabbit, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he ordered his from AliExpress.
Oh, did he? Good night, Laurie. Am I catching? I am catching up with chat. Eugene, thank you, Mark. Order coming shortly. Thank you, Eugene.
Good night, MF. Take it easy.
MF's off, is he? See you, MF. Take care, mate. And Lisa. Right, I think I'm just about there, aren't I? Yeah, Kieran has spent a lot of hard-earned lately on his review stuff. I know he's bought a new camera and stuff like that, so now he's got a new mic as well and an arm. So there'll be no holding Kieran back. And as everyone knows, I rate Kieran. He's a very good reviewer, very thorough. Probably one of the most thorough I know.
He's very, very thorough.
And I think...
Mr. Jackson, have you got anything else coming up?
Well, obviously, the Fat Rabbit will get reviewed at some point. I want to put a couple more builds in a few more days, obviously, with continuous use with that. Obviously, I've got juice reviews coming up. I've got some of the 100% off UK e-cig store. Obviously, I've got to do a couple of them, so I'll be doing two juices basically, but 4 outcomes. So I've got that to do to catch up on the juices. I think I've got the Aspire 9th tank to do. And that's about it as far as I'm aware. And then it's just
going through chat. Cheech was doing so well, and then he dropped a bomb at the end. He's now got timed out. Poor old Cheech. Never mind, Cheech. You got so close. Kieran put Cheech, mate, so close. Sorry, Jack. So I talked right across the top of you there.
No, that's fine, Mark. It's fine.
And Mr. Naturevape.
Yes.
What have you got coming up for review?
Yes.
You've got one on your desk there, you can review it.
Honestly,
Just new to your site, so you could review it.
I haven't given up reviewing. Please don't think I have, anybody. But this is like I've explained before, this is silly season to me. I'm working very often till like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, doing my other job as well. And by the time I get in, I am absolutely shattered. I'm not a youngster anymore. And it's just killing me at the moment. So I will be doing a review. And, you know, if we get some bad weather or something and I can't get to work that one day doing my other work, I will sit here and do a review. So we'll leave it like that, Roy. Probably my next review will be putting a DNA 60 board in one of these mods. You never know, do you?
And Kieran has got 3 views coming up this week. The Drop Solo 1.5, the Siren V4, and the new monthly vlog type thingy.
Monthly vlog? What about that?
I look forward to that, ABC.
And we've hit 10 o'clock. That hour and a half has bish bosh gone.
It has.
I don't know where it goes. I did actually miss a bit of a trick, didn't I? I should have said before I'll do a build in an RTR, I want 50 thumbs up, and I completely missed that opportunity. But while we're saying our goodbyes, if we could just boost those thumbs up a little, folks, it does help. It helps the video get shown around, and I'd really appreciate it. So who would go first with their bye-byes?
Just before the goodbyes, Michelle put a wee comment there. Your reviews make her buy stuff.
Well, you're going to buy a DNA 60 chip then, Michelle. That might be the review that stops her buying something. But yeah, thanks, Michelle.
I'll go first then to say goodnight.
Go on.
With a brand new mic.
You need to go up close to the mic.
You don't need to.
Thank you to everybody in chat for joining in and joining us this evening. Very much appreciated. Thank you to the fellow casters, Mick Tavish, Mr. Jackson Vape Reviews, and the main man himself, Mr. Mark Naturevape. So good night from me, and I'll pass it across to Mick Tavish.
Thank you, Roy. To everyone in chat, thank you for joining us this evening. It's always good to course with all of you, and sorry for the technical glitch. I won't be doing that again. I broke the screen. I'm sorry, but it's just and he's gone and shared it. Oh no. To all my casters, Roy, Jackson, and Mark, thank you again for a fantastic evening. And I will pass it over to Jackson.
Cheers, James. Thank you very much. Massive thank you, obviously, to everybody in chat. You know, without you, wouldn't make a show. Massive thanks again to Mark, James, and Roy. You know, just keep out for me reviews. Keep an eye on what's coming. I know I said it earlier on, but again, to the person that subscribes to my channel and sent me the Fat Rabbit, you know, very, very happy and was took back a lot. So massive thank you to you. You know who you are. And I'll pass it over to Mark.
Thank you very much. I feel like I'm doing the credits at the end of something. I'm just like flicking to the people across the screen. Justin Hilson. I haven't seen Justin for a little while. I think he's on there the other week, isn't he? But hello and goodbye, Justin. Nice to see you. Yeah, thanks everybody. Do you know what? I must admit, sometimes you start a show and you think, I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. There's nothing really new that I think we can really get to grips with. But somehow that hour and a half just goes. And it is a bit like, you know, we all meet up at a pub or something, just have a chat about vaping. It's that kind of show, isn't it? So Thank you everyone in chat for making it so easy for us to ramble on as we do. Lovely comments as always and good feedback. And I thank you very much. So until next week, everybody, remember that old Rona thing is still about. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.